Welcome to the Bollettieri Tennis Academy. My name is Coach James. Anthony, who's only 8 years old, has come to visit us from Dubai and hits the ball very, very, very well. You're doing very well. There's no question about it. You hit the ball very well for 8 years old. The technique is solid. It's very good. No question about it. We're going to play this in slow motion and try to point out a couple things we hope will make it better. One is to stay sideways a little bit longer with the use of the left hand, keeping it out to catch the ball. The other is just try to make sure that we kind of start getting into the habit of pushing the racket away from the body, especially when you bring the racket back, because it gets a little bit close to your head right here. See how it gets close? We like to see our students creating leverage. So instead of tilting it back this way, we would prefer to see them either up or out a little bit more. Like to see a little more leverage as they're developing their game. So we want to try to see if you can push that racket out. You do have a nice, small, compact backswing, and so that is very good. The left hand is out, but then it kind of pulls back a little bit, okay? But I think that it's an outstanding shot, to be honest with you, for an 8-year-old. Perhaps it's the best shot that I've seen for open stance. Reminding you of what we teach here at the academy here. Right when you get here, we got the palm of the hand out. That's good. The strings are out, right? When you get in front, to create the top spin action, hitting the outside of the ball, accelerating up. When the racket gets in front of the body, we do like to see the palm of the hand out towards the net so that the strings are out towards the net. That one got pulled across just a little bit there. So I'm just trying to remind you of what we do teach here. So when it passes in front, if we could see some more strings out, the palm is out, out, out. It's always out, away from the body. At the end, you pretty much have a palm out at the end. So it was a pretty good shot. I'm going to split the screen quickly. I'm going to bring up an example. I got to go through it quickly because we have a lot to cover in your video. Come on, slide over a little bit here and get my drawing tools back. This one is Tommy Haas hitting open stance for you. So his left hand is going to go all the way out. When you watch this, you really see good use of the legs. He gets the power from these legs. He's building up the power here on the right leg, transferring the power out of that right hip forward. This left hand is going to stay there, and it's going to stay out as long as possible when he hits the ball. If you watch, trying to get his balance all the way out. Now watch when the strings come across the front of the body as well to see that topspin action. Okay. Now you do hit a forehand for us today. You did hit one with a neutral stance, so we're going to play that one and go through that one pretty quickly. Again, trying to get that racket all the way out, trying to make sure that we do a front foot pivot with the balance forward. Here we go. Push that racket all the way out. Separating the hands, this is pretty good. It's a nice compact backswing. Left hand all the way out as long as possible. We do focus on trying to pivot off the front foot, which is there behind the tape there, pivoting on the front of the front foot there, whether it's a forehand or a backhand, all the way out, doing the brush up. Look at how the strings, see how the strings are angled forward a little bit? We could see some strings as it passes in front. That is beautiful motion. That's what I like to see, even if you're hitting open stance. Then we do like to see the back, as you get older, this part of the body coming around a little bit more instead of maybe pulling this one back, right? But I think you're a very outstanding player for 8 years old. There's absolutely no question. Let's take a look at, we have time to put Federer on here for you. Take a look at Roger Federer here. He gets to the side, left hand goes out, right? So he has a neutral stance like you do on this shot. He gets under the ball, hits it out. He's got extension. You have extension. He has the extension. You have it there too. I see it. And then when he hits the ball, you're going to see those strings pointed out, that brush up outside of the ball. Palm out, all the way up with the elbow. Notice how his weight was generally forward, and then the back foot is coming around. If I back it up a little bit, right to the hip point. Here we go. Look at the weight coming forward, Front foot is pivoting. You can't see it on the screen, but it is being done there. Let's take a look at one-handed backhand. When I was watching you hit the one-handed backhand, if this is the decision that you make to hit the one-handed backhand, we like to see your students staying sideways, okay, and trying to accelerate the racket. With the one-handed backhand, you have to swing the racket a little bit faster, and it has to be right here. You have to turn it up immediately. It has to be rotated up. So when that racket passes in front of you, the shot should be over now, but the tip of is pointed out towards the net, and the handle is pointed towards the back. The fence behind you. We need you to hit it right now and turn it up immediately, staying sideways. So I know you understand the principles of it. We like to see you staying sideways as long as possible. When you bring the racket back, you bring it back. It looks like it's going to be a slice with the strings open up. Okay, so it's just like a little bit of an extra motion, but you did get around. We need you to accelerate up. This is another one-handed backhand. Watch the body weight. We got to get the body weight over the ball instead of backwards. Get it forwards, pivoting on that front foot. Turn that racket immediately. Okay, so what we'll do here is split the screen. Bring up one of my favorite models. We'll have time to put one model on here because we want to do your two-hander as well. Patrick Raptor here. This is a pretty good camera angle to see it. I'm going to slide you over a little bit here. It looks like you're going to get off the screen. Continue to play this one. You see how his strings are more closed? Now, maybe in a sense, the way you bring that racket back can disguise. No one knows if it's going to be a slice or not. But at any rate, we want to try to keep it as simple as possible. Drive it forward and turn the racket head immediately. So when the racket's in front of him, he maintains the 90 degrees here. He's got the handle pointed down. The strings are out. He turned it immediately. Stay sideways as long as possible. Boom. And finishing his shot. Okay? So I thought you did pretty well. Just need, if you're going to stick with the one-hitter, a little more racket head acceleration. Boom. And turn it. Turn it. Really get the turn. Really got to turn and get the lift action. What do we have? Oh, the two-hander. We've got to find two-handed. Two-handed backhand was looking pretty solid today. You got the two hands on the racket and all the way out. We didn't get under the ball. When you focus on this two-handed backhand, you got to turn the racket. We like to get the weight over that front foot, do the front foot pivot. You got to turn the racket quickly. Be very careful not to pull it across. When it gets in front of the body, we can see some strings that'll help you create the lift outside of the ball. But you do have beautiful extension, so you were taught well. But the front foot is being pulled back. That's okay. You're only 8. I'm going to get this hip to come around. The back foot comes all the way around. Very quickly, we got another one here. We'll play the other one in slow-mo. See what happens to the other one. Look what happens with the body weight. See, we've got to be careful with that body weight. It's going a little bit backwards, but I'll show you a couple of examples. Let's split the screen here. Quickly, I'm going to show you 2 of them quickly. I'm going to show you first Andre. First, I'm going to show you Andre. Look, relaxes his arms, pushes the racket out. See, he got steps into the ball, short backswing. Look at the body weight is more forward. Yours is tilted backward a little bit, so he's going to go all the way out. His arms go straight, as yours do. He does hit that one flat. Look at the back foot came around, didn't it? Okay, so when you play this back, you can see that. Good example of topspin off the side is my Nadal one, who is a lefty. I got to flip him, make him a right-handed tennis player. Flips him all the way around there for you. Okay, so here it goes. Now he's going to hit off the left-hand side of the body. Look what happens. He's going to underneath the ball, and look at how fast the ball is going to leave those strings as he brushes up. He brushes up. It leaves very quickly. You got to brush up immediately. His left arm straightens. You can see the strings there, right? So then you get the outside of the ball, and then the finish, the palm out. You hear us talking a lot about palm out at the end. Strings are out there. Okay, squares up to the net at the end. Let me back it up. Play it all the way through the hit, all the way through. The back foot comes all the way around. He's ready. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the serve. Service. Got a couple serves. How much time I have? Not much time. This one. Very good service motion for an 8-year-old. Are you kidding me? I might have to show. I'll get you to sign a waiver here, maybe. Keep this, show other people. Try to keep this arm out in front, okay? The left arm. Try to throw that ball straight up. Keep that left arm in front. I like how you keep the shoulders up. Keep the right shoulder up as we hit the ball, okay? And we'll, there you go. That's pretty good, hitting it above your head. Make sure you hit the ball in front of the body, not behind. Get a little upward motion. We've got to pronate out, turn the racket out a little bit. But that's an awfully nice-looking serve for a young 8-year-old tennis player. Am I going to watch you on TV someday?
Maybe.
Maybe. You got to say yes.
Yes.
Affirmative yes. Total self-esteem, believe in yourself. Maybe's okay, you could do better. I want to hear yes. I'll be looking forward to it. And, there you go, that's pretty good. Let's, I'm running short on time here. My computer only gives me a certain amount of time to make these videos. Let's get the models up. Getting the models up. What I like to show is a good classic throwing motion here. This one here, this is Maria Sharapova, leaving the shoulder down. It's a pretty good trophy position, as is yours. She keeps her hips sideways. Then she's going to explode up, lets the racket fall, the handle up at the ball, flipping all the way out, palm out. Even on the serve, the palm is out for the pronation, the wrist snap of the first serve. Bringing the racket back from behind camera angle. Tommy Haas, take a look at this one, how it comes back. Right in there. Boom. Then all the way up and all the way out. One more serve I have time to squeeze on your video here. Roger Federer, platform stance. You'll see the trophy position. They all find a trophy position right in here, okay? You're finding your pretty good trophy position as well. A lot of similarities right there, actually. Ready? So here we go. Let's let him hit the ball. You're going to focus on the right shoulder going up to hit the ball. A lot of hang time. The right shoulder goes up. A lot of pronation. When you play this, you'll see how that racket really turns out with the palm out. It flips out. The right shoulder stays up through the hit. Got to finish up your video. It's the longest video I made this week, my friend, but I know you're a good student, willing to learn, and you already have a solid game for an 8-year-old. So we'd like to thank you for spending time with us here at the Academy. I certainly hope this video helps you, and we wish you the best of luck, and hope to see you again someday. Thank you.